Life. Hi.
Hello. Hello,
Hi.
everybody. Welcome. This is going to be our weekly talk, life hacks, simple solutions to everyday situations. And when I came up with this, there's nobody better to give you life hacks than this man right here because that's what he does. He gives life hacks. Text him with anything, call him with anything, and that's what you do is give life hacks that it solves something immediately for someone. So thank you for that. So, Mayor, what I wanted to do, and what I'm really excited about, is every week I have people emailing me, texting me with questions. And so I wanted to come up with life hacks to bring you guys a real life answer and a one on one with Mayor to give you the answer and the life hack for that question.
Yep.
So, Mayor, I kind of just want to jump right into it with the first
Let's
question.
go.
Okay, so Terry from Illinois, she has a question. She says, Ashley, my family is disagreeing with me on how I feel about what's going on right now. We're fighting a lot. And I'm feeling very upset. We're arguing a lot because we just don't agree. And it caused a lot of issues within the family. How can I not get mad at my family when they're coming at me like this? I don't want to fight with them, and I just want them to understand where I'm coming from, but we're just not seeing eye to eye.
Okay, good. So I'm going to give on for when someone asks me questions, I'm going to give always the answer that will help you, not necessarily the answer that you like. Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So at any situation in life, you can be either cause or effect. Okay? When you're cause, things improve because you put life into things. When you have effect, things deteriorated because you expect things to give you life. Okay, so this is a very basic viewpoint on life. You want to be cause. Now, when you want your family to agree with you, you ask them to be cause and you be effect. So you will always lose and they will not agree with you. However, if you will take the viewpoint that your cause and you want to agree with them, you want to find ways to agree with them. And when I say agree, actually the word is should not be agree, but should be you can see their viewpoint. It's just a viewpoint. This is how they look at life. Now, how can you agree or see someone's viewpoint when you really don't agree with them?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So when you tell someone why are you so upset and want someone to understand you, because you think that what you have to give them is so valuable and it will help them. Now, do you understand that from the other side viewpoint, they think that what they have is so valuable that it will help you. So they really want to help you. If you understand that they really want to help you, they don't know just how, and you start to see the viewpoint, the magic will happen. What's the magic? That once you see someone else's viewpoint, the following happen. When I talk to you and I don't see your viewpoint, I push to that direction and he's pushing to that direction and we have a problem. But now, if I stop pushing against you, this person now, and I'm going with you, I start to create motion. And since I create motion, I can take you to any direction I want. You don't resist anymore. So, the best way to control a person, the best way to control a situation, the best way to get a person to see your viewpoint is to become cause and seeing his viewpoint. And to see his viewpoint, you need to know 100 billion% that they really want to help you. They don't know how to communicate. So that's the first most basic idea, yes, or most basic law. And that's true for anything. You find something good in someone, they will automatically find something good with you. You start to see their viewpoint, they start to see your viewpoint. You start to be willing to accept their reality, they start to be willing to accept your reality. And the opposite is also correct. If you don't see their viewpoint, they will not see your viewpoint. So basically, you can, because if you just, and you are caused, because when you say I don't agree, you causing what you want. You want them to be caused. Because when you say I don't agree, you want them to disagree with you. Yes. When you
Yeah.
say I don't love you, they will obey. They will not love you. Yes. When I say I don't love you, you basically, I say to you, don't love me. So you don't love me. So whatever you say, the other side will take and will do the opposite. So if I will say, I love you, you will say, I love you. If I say, I don't love you, you would say, I don't love you. It's like an echo. So basically life echoing what you say, what you want.
And this can even be done sometimes not directly, right? So it's in our little actions or even our thoughts at times that are creating this.
Yeah.
Right?
So actually, you will see that you put something there as an idea, and then you act. So before every action, there's actually an idea. You have an idea. You have an idea. You paint something. You put a picture there, and then you bring it about. You do the actions that actually paint the picture that you already came up with.
Right.
So
Ideas first, action second.
exactly.
It's
So
so
your purpose.
counterintuitive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I know that one of the really cool life hacks that you've given me is simply to think and admire, write down things I admire about people in my life that I'm having problems with. Is this something that you recommend as a life hack in this situation?
Yeah, it's basically once. The word admiration. What I mean when I say admiration is generally life in the physical universe will want you to separate good from bad, tall and small. Life in the physical universe will want you to create opposites.
Like to find
When,
differences.
to create differences, to have opposites, to see. So basically, the basic idea is to progress, you need to find what's wrong. That's the basic idea in life. So you show me a problem, I will fix it. Okay. So people generally get the idea that what they need to do to help, again, from a good intention, in order to help, they need to see what's broken. But you don't break things by breaking things. You break things by having the idea of them being perfect, not having the idea of them being broken.
Yeah.
Because the idea cause the action. So if you think that you need to see what's broken and then fix things, it's not like that. It's not really. It's the physical universe cheating you. Actually, your idea, if your idea is good, you will act to bring good. And if your idea there is a broken thing, even if you say, I see the broken in order to fix it, no, the primary thing is you say broken, you will bring a broken. Now, admiration is the ability to look at something and not separate it to good and bad, right and wrong, correct, incorrect. Admiration is the ability to take something, see it as it is, and just acknowledge that it is. And that's once you start to look at that, you will see that basically anything in life is there is an imperfection, not because it's really there is an imperfection in it, but because you thought first about an imperfection in order to bring about perfection. So when you want to bring about perfection, you already admitted that it's imperfect. So your idea is it's broken. And what you think, what's your idea are, you will act towards, regardless of anything else.
It makes a lot of sense because I can see even in a really simple example, if you're going into a group of people and you just get the slightest idea that maybe you're not fitting in, or maybe, you're not going to be meshing with these people, you'll start to act awkward and you won't put the perfect communication there, and then it's a trickle effect. So that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Exactly. The principle is you need to put an idea of perfection in order to bring about perfection. You need to first have the idea of no problem to have no problem.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating, and it's true for anything. If you think about I'm starting a business, and you start to think about all the problem that the business would have, you will never start a business. If you think about getting into a relationship, and you think about all the problem with the relationship, you will never have a relationship. You'll never have a baby if you will think about all the problem that these kids coming with, because they have a lot of problems. But why do you bring a kid? Because you see the good.
Absolutely.
You see the good.
I have a little journal called Life Hacks. So that's where I got this idea, because every time you say something, I'm like, this is a life hack for this. And today I had someone text me something that wasn't so pleasant. And I thought, okay, life hack. I know this person has good intentions, and I know this person actually wants to help me. And just by that life hack right there, I was able to completely dissolve the conversation. Ended up in hugs and kisses. So yeah. Life hack is major.
Yeah, exactly. So you just need to know this thing that there is a game going on, and your purpose is to see the good, and the other side purpose is to cause you to see the bad. If you agree to see the bad, you lost the game. And if you don't, you win.
Now, of course, there are throughout the day, like even when you're doing things, I'll start off on a good path, and the world will kind of shift around and make you think, oh, that wasn't so good, or this idea wasn't good, and you can just see it playing out in so many different ways all the time. But you can't believe it.
Yeah, it's always like that. It's always like that. The question is, you see a person, and he all of a sudden something turns on in you, and you're getting upset with that person. And the question is, what do you do then? Let's say, okay, you decided, wonderful, I'm going to see the good, I'm going to see the good, I'm going to see the good, and all of a sudden you see only black disaster, you see a monster in front of you. Yes?
Exactly. And ironically, this was my question too.
Good. Here we go.
We'll do 2 questions today, since I really hope to keep you a little bit longer. The second question was, how do I overcome ingrained behaviors? I try to take a deep breath and walk away when I'm feeling frustrated, but how it's that in-between struggle. So I end up lashing out even though I know I shouldn't, even though I want to do the good. So that was the question.
Here we go. So the answer is divided to 2. Okay. First of all, what's going on in your viewpoint, and how can you make your viewpoint, this guy is okay. Okay. Imagine that you have a guy that don't have hands. Okay. Doesn't have hands.
Okay.
And you come to him and you tell this guy, you have to clap. And the guy said, I cannot, don't have hands. If you will get upset with him because he's not clapping, you won't, because it's ridiculous. You will not get upset with him for not clapping. Yes,
Yes.
it just doesn't have hands. Okay, good. Now, if you will look at a person that behave in a way that is not good from your viewpoint, and you will understand that he just don't have hands. So he behave in a weird way for you. He just have a disability. He has a disability. If you look at that as a disability, you don't get upset with him for being disabled. He just cannot be nice. He just cannot understand. He has a disability of he's missing these hands that cause him to smile. So he's always upset. He has a disability. He doesn't have the hands that get him to think logically. He just have a disability, and it will be ridiculous for you to get upset with him because he just doesn't have hands.
That's good. I like it. Just the shift in viewpoint diffuses a lot right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're basically saying when you're getting mad that this person wants to make me mad. Otherwise, when you know that they're not meaning that, then you don't get mad at them.
Yeah, yeah, and it's very true. And another thing is that no one can actually. So the second part of the answer was that no one can actually make you mad. You create your own emotions. And when you have a mis-emotion about the situation, is because you did something that you consider is not okay. What do I mean? What do I mean? If I tell you, look, someone stole money from you. Someone come to you and steal money from you. How bad is it? 1 to 10? Probably most people will say 9 or 10. Yes? If I say that someone came to you and lied to you, your friend came and lied to you, how bad it is 1 to 10? You'll say 9 to 10. It's really bad. It's really bad. And you can take all those bad, what we consider bad behavior, and you will see that there will be 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, if I take you and I say, do you remember that you stole from someone? And most people say, oh, I didn't steal. And then I tell them, okay, from your mom. Yeah. Okay, good. And you say, okay, so how bad was that? So they will say, well, she was my mom, so it's not so bad. It's 1, maybe 2. It's not so bad. How do I know it's not so bad? Because you did it and you live with that. If I will say, do you remember the last time you lied? I don't want all the time because I don't have a whole day to listen, but only one time that you lied. And you say yes, and I say, so how was it? So they say it was a white lie. I say, white lie? I say, yes, I painted it myself.
Not so bad. Totally.
It's fun. So you'll see that when someone does something bad for you is the end of the world. And when you did something bad, it's not so bad. Now, what actually going on is like that. Me and your friends,
yeah.
When I do something that I know is not okay, I've done something in the past, I've lied, I cheated, I've done something, and you still did not do that, I didn't find that you did that, I will get really upset with you over anything because you are better than me. And I will push you down and make you wrong.
Wow.
And now I will feel better. But I cannot stop doing bad things because I didn't actually handle the real source of the problem. So I will make you wrong again. Yes, I will do something bad again. So I will feel wrong again. So I will have to make you wrong. And I will do that. I will do something bad against you again. And by the way, if you will be nice to me, I will get even worse with attacking you.
Wow.
So you will see that when a person attacks you, if I get upset with you, so we have the whole idea of the thinking and all of this is wonderful. But the actual story is, if I cannot control my emotion because of your actions, is because I have something that I've done that forces me to make you wrong. Because otherwise, you say something bad and you say something bad and it's not so bad. If I meet you first day and I want to go out with you and you're telling me, you know, you are stupid, I will go and tell all my friends, did you see how nice she says that I'm stupid? It is so cute. There is nothing like that. I mean, I could eat her because she said that I'm stupid. Yes. So stupid is wonderful.
Somebody, everything they do is so cute.
Everything is cute. Everything is wonderful. We get married and you say, "S." You don't even say stupid. You just say, "S." And I already lash at you. I kill you. Why? Because I accumulated bad things that I've done against you. And I am now a radar. I am a dog that's dying to find something to jump and make you wrong. At that moment, that's what's happened. So my responsibility is, if I'm getting upset, you need to start to look at what you did against that person. Because when I attack you, basically what I say, God will help me to explain how you are to blame at what I've done. 3 fingers towards me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's not easy.
Otherwise, you would really just say, "Oh, well, this person said this to me. Like, it's fine. Let me help him see, that it's fine, and we'll move on, and no big deal."
Yeah, he said that. So he said, pass me the sugar.
Exactly.
So what? It just words. It just words. It means nothing. If you take the worst word that you can think about in the English dictionary, and you take it and you say it and you put your hands here and you say that word, let's say stupid, okay? And then you say love. And if you say I hate you, or if you say TV, or if you say camera, there's not much of a difference in terms of force.
Yeah.
So the words don't have power other than the power you give them.
Boom. That's my favorite. So that life hack is major, because otherwise life's a constant roller coaster because you're just being thrown around. And this life hack right there, the one that you decide what your emotions are, and that words only mean what you say they mean. Those 2 things will change your life.
Yeah, 100%. Yes. Yeah,
You
cause your own emotions. You cause your own emotions for sure. You cause your own emotions, and the more uncontrollable your emotions are, the more you consider secretly that you did something that you are not willing to reveal. And because of that, you make the other person wrong. You can actually be 100% sure that when a person is upset with you all the time and finding fault with you all the time and just cannot experience you, and you say one thing, you come to a person and you want to help him, and you say, I think that maybe we should do that, or please don't do that. Something really simple, like nothing. Please don't do that. Okay, that's really it's counterproductive. And you tell them you see something that is not right, and the person goes vomit on you. He goes crazy. You need to know that person that attacks you doing something really bad.
So what would you recommend that person do in that moment?
Okay, so the first thing you do when
they know now, okay, this is going on. Now, what do they do? What do you
do? At the time of the explosion, you just understand them. they don't have hands. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's definitely
They're missing hands. Yes. So they don't have hands. It's just a disability that they have. Okay, good. They have no hands, and another person have no legs, and another person have whatever. So that's the disability that they have. Once it has been done, once it's gone crazy, you need to do two things. Number one, explain to them, get to an agreement with them that if that this principle is correct, discuss with them this principle. Okay? Just discuss with them the principle and say, look, this is the principle. Do you think it's correct or not? Okay? And come to an agreement that that's how it works. And if they agree, it's fine. And if they don't agree, it's also fine.
Me and Steve had that discussion, and now we do it to each other all the time. Like, he knows if I'm yelling at him that I probably feel bad about I didn't do the laundry or something. But I read a book instead of doing the laundry.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really true. It's always like that. So you come to an agreement with the person that this is what it is, and and if he's going crazy, you just understand that he has a disability. He doesn't have hands, and you just need to be aware that something really bad going in the background, like something really bad. I have a friend that for a while he was attacking his wife, and he had mood swings, and but he's like really he's an engineer, very successful person, very logical, very loved one, a person that everyone love, like very close to perfect, but extreme mood swings with his wife and the children, and attacks like from hell. Like he will get upset. Yeah, he will get upset, so he will get really upset. Yes, but like the flame will come out of the ears. Not violent, but just upset or depressed. And well, I've said, look, there's something that this person is hiding. You need to start looking, open your eyes and look. And it's just happened that not long ago, but 2-3 weeks ago, it was found that he actually doing something like a really bad sexually online. Like really bad, like terrible times 100. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So all that guilt is building up inside of him, and it's coming out that he's making them the bad guys because he can't handle how bad he's doing.
Right. So basically, he knows he's bad.
Yeah.
So he must make other people bad. He knows he's bad. He wants to make other people bad. 100%. There's no question about it. It is always like that. And how bad it is, it doesn't have to be like in this example. It can be a small thing as I didn't do the laundry, or some lie, or something. But there's always something you do that you consider is not okay.
Yeah.
And for you need to know that, because once you know that, there will be something you can do about it. So the question is, okay, fine. So if I'm doing something that is not okay, how do I go out of it? I've already done it.
Now we're here. Okay, I know I'm exposed, and now what do we do? Because now that other person is probably like, whoa, now it's like a whole nother can of worms, right?
Yeah. So now the both sides know that it's going on. So what do you do? The best thing to do, if you can, is to come clean. But it's easier said than done, because you consider that if you will come up and you say what you're doing or not doing, you will actually hurt the other side even more.
Yeah.
So most of the time, the people will not talk about it, and they're hiding it. So what you can do, there is a way to handle that, just private message me or you, and we will give you some help on how to handle it.
Okay, perfect. So guys, this is the most amazing and powerful information for relationships. I know my sister will always say, like, me and Steve have the best communication in marriage. We have not had a fight in 6 years, but since we've been together, and we have stressful situations. We run real estate businesses together. We work together. We have 2 little kids, all of it. And we've never had one fight. And honestly, we've done studying with you for 6 years, and we have these life hacks, and we apply them every day. Like, honestly, with our marriage, there's not a day that goes by that we don't use one of the life hacks that we've learned from you to overcome these little situations. So, guys, what I want to do is please message me, email me. I know you guys are Instagramming, messaging, Facebook messaging me. Message me your questions, and we can jump on here. Meir can give you tangible, practical solutions for these problems. And then once we get past the life hack, if you like that and really want to dive deeper, we can email you direct. I don't know one other man on the planet that's opening up his phone and email to solely helping people. I'm going to get emotional because the reason I am so passionate about having people contact you is because I really don't know another person on the planet that's saying, I want to dedicate all of my time to helping people, and that's it. And you let people email you at any time and you'll respond. And you're getting, guys, if you think Tony Robbins is going to transform your life, I studied with Tony Robbins for years. My life was, I did not have a good relationship. So this is like the real deal life hacks that for true transformation, and a man that's really going to answer your email and give you something that's really results, really. So that's my my testament. And so yeah, another thing, this Sunday, it's at the bottom here, meirezra.com/yoga. If you like what you're hearing right now, a lot of people think what yoga is just physical, but it's actually how to control your emotions, how to control this crazy place that we're living at. It's a chaos right now. So this is going to be the tools for that. And I did last weekend, and it's unbelievable. So you guys have to go and register. It's free. And that's it. Is there anything else that you want to add to our life hacks episode?
Yeah, I think it's just one more thing, that if you really want help, and I put out a lot of videos and tips and quotes, so you can just follow me on Instagram at Meir Ezra officials, Meir Ezra official. So this is Instagram, or on Facebook, Meir Ezra. And I'm putting almost every day at least one something. There are videos, there are podcasts, there are quotes, there are interviews, there are all kind of things. There's always things happening on social media with me, and you will see that once you will start to learn what I'm doing or what I'm teaching, the most beautiful things happen. You start helping others.
Exactly. And it's such a cool transformation. I really wanted to help people, but the sticking point is it's like you want to give the advice, but you're not exactly sure what the life hack is that's really going to switch it for that person. And so this is the real life hacks that you guys need.
Yeah. So you'll see that you'll want to help people, and you will have the tools to help them. And I think that the moment that you start helping people, you stop finding faults with them.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. You cannot be in two gears. You cannot be helping them and finding fault with them. You realize that the way to help people is to see that they are perfect. And you will discover that they are perfect. You will discover at the process that you are perfect. And anything that is not perfect is not you. And the only time that it goes well is when you think that you are perfect, but you don't see that everyone else is as perfect as you.
Oh, I love that. That's so perfect. And just to close this, I want to give an example of Steve and I using that life hack you just said. There can be times when maybe I lash out at him and I say something because I'm nervous about the kids flying their bike down the hill or this or that, and I'll lash out. And immediately Steve just says, you know what, thank you for being such a great mom and caring about the kids, and you're so wonderful. You just want to keep them safe. And you're like, no, how can it go anywhere? And I do the same. Like the other day, he opened the fridge and I grabbed the creamer, and he was in a rush and he's like, "Grr!" And I was like, oh my gosh, you care so much about getting on time for this meeting, and you're so dedicated, and like, but we really see it. Like it's not like we're just trying to, we really see the good in each other, and having that viewpoint that we are, even if we mess up here and there, like we really always mean well. Like it just changes your marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh my
Good.
God. This was fabulous. I love you. And I everybody, you have to register below meirezra.com/yoga, and we'll be back with more life hacks. Make sure to email us with your questions.
Okay. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.